not that much high. So that's why there's a little bit lag and breakness in there in your voice. So that's why please let me know in the chat.
Yes, we can
Sir,
hear you.
actually, I have a doubt
We
in
can
one
hear you.
question.
Okay, you have a doubt in motion. Okay, so Savya, please tell me your doubt in the chat. Okay, I'm just checking the chat. Please let me know your doubt in the chat. Hello, Ifra, assalamu alaikum. How are you? Ifra, are you there? Hello, Ifra, assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Yes, sir.
How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Okay, that's great. What happened, Ifra? Like it's been a long time that
Sir, I'm sorry.
I think so. The last
I
class.
had some internet issue for now, so I'm sorry.
Acha. Okay, sir. You said, Astitva said you have doubt in the formula to use which type of equation. So Astitva, because I don't have, like I'm not taking the class from my own laptop, so I won't be able to tell you the like the questions. So we could do this in the next class if you don't mind, right? So because when I will be having my own laptop now, so there was some emergency. That's why I have to switch my laptop. So in the next class, when we will do the class, so in that class, I will explain you in which of the following you have to use the equations. But I can explain it which equation you should use in the question. Suppose that everyone. Okay. Sir. Yes, Sapya, you can also tell me your the doubt. Sapya?
Sir, I'm not getting that question.
Yeah. Yes, you are saying something, Sapya?
I did not get that question.
I'm saying, do you have any doubt in any of the chapter?
Yes, sir. I have a doubt in force and laws of motion in one
The law.
question.
Okay, so could you please write it in the chat which type of doubt or which specific topic?
Okay.
Ifra, do you have any doubt in any of the topic till now that we have covered so far in motion and laws of motion? Acha, please write the doubt in the chat. Until then, I'm explaining the equations of motion. So we have three equations of motion, everyone. Yes or no? P is equals to U plus AT. And the second one is S is equals to UT. AT square. Third is the V square. Okay. Chalo, that's it. So we have three equations of motion. What is the condition to use these equations? Can anyone tell me? What is the basic condition to use these equations in the question? So basically, the basic condition to use these equations in the question is that the motion should be uniformly accelerated. It means that the acceleration should be uniform, right? So that is the basic condition. We have done this thing when we have done the equations of motion, and I've already written in that. Okay, so is this clear to all of you that the motion should be uniformly accelerated for using these equations? Right here. Astitva, Safiya, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so now let's understand what do you mean by these equations? What is the basic thing? So as you can see, V equals to U plus AT. So in this equation, you can see this thing. This equation is giving you the final velocity. Final velocity is given when the object is in accelerated motion in a given time t. Because time is given accelerated motion is there. It is giving you the final velocity of that body. Yes or no, everyone? Sapya and Astitva.
Yes, sir.
I'm explaining the concept. We will do the numericals in the next class. Okay, Astitva. Clear? So when I'll be taking the class from my own laptops, I'll be sharing my screen and giving you the questions, and you will do the questions based on that, right? That's good. Okay, so B equals
Yes,
to
sir.
U plus A. And this next equation will give you the distance traveled by a body when it is performing the accelerated motion in a given time. If the acceleration is there, time is also there, and it is basically telling you the distance covered. Am I clear? Yes or no?
No.
Yes or no? Just clear to all of you. Please let me know once.
Yes,
Does anybody have
sir.
any doubt?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Sure, that's good. Okay, sure. Next is b square minus u square is equals to 2as. So b square minus 2a is u square. As you can see, this thing that basically this is giving you the idea. The accelerated motion is there. So what will be the velocity of a body? What will be the velocity of a body when the body is covering the s amount of distance with the acceleration a, right? Velocity attained okay. Okay, sir. Yeah. I think so. We have done this question. I think so. Similar question. I think so. We have done it. But I think Satya will do it. No need to worry. Okay. So velocity attained. Okay. Okay, Satya. Okay. Velocity attained by a body in. Hello, Ifra. Assalamu alaikum. What happened, Ifra? I think so. You have some internet issue, Vijay?
Yes, sir. I had some internet issue now. It's fine now.
Okay. Chalo, ठीक. Bye-bye. Okay. So I'm explaining the three equations of motion of the motion chapter, Ifra. Okay. So please look at the screen, okay, and take the class attentively. So please let me know everyone. Is this clear to you? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Sure, that's good. Yeah. So then, like we will do the question based on that because in the next class, but right now, can I erase it? Okay, please write it down. Write it down. I'm giving you a minute. Please write it down. Okay.
Sir,
So
what is the letter
uh,
after distance? So what is the letter after distance?
what is the
What is the letter for the third equation, the sentence which you wrote? What is that
your
letter
voice is
after distance?
not able to hear you. Please tell me in the chat, please. I'm really sorry for this inconvenience by my side. So 8,000 kg engine pulls a wagon of 5 wagon each of a 2,000 kg. If the engine exerts a force and a friction offers, the friction offers the accelerating force. Satya, what is B in this question? The next, the net accelerating force and B. Acha,
There are two questions.
Acha, check. And the B part is acceleration of brake. Acha, check.
Yes, sir.
Check. Okay, please write it. Please write this one and I'm. Hello Tejas, how are you? Am I audible? Tejas?
Sir, is this a 1 hour? Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, Asif, you were saying something, Muche?
Sir, is this a 1 hour class?
What is the word after distance? S. S
Oh,
means
as
S means this. Distance S is the denotation. Hello, Tejas, how are
yes, sir.
you? Good. Sure. You have joined so much late. What happened? Everything fine?
Sir, I was attending the chemistry class test. That's why revision test.
ठीक. कोई बात नहीं. No. Okay. So question is yes, that's it. This is 1 hour class. Okay. So let's do the question. So there is a question given by the Satya in which she is having. Okay. So first of all, okay, I'm dictating the question to all of you. Please write it in your notebook. This is a very small question. A 8,000 kg pulls a train, 8,000 kg engine, 8,000 kg engine pulls a train. जल्दी से लिखो सब. A 8,000 kg engine pulls a train of 5 wagon. 5 wagon means जो पीछे bogies होती है ना,
Yes, sir.
something like that. ठीक है. Each of 2,000 kgs. So each wagon weighing 2,000 kgs along with a horizontal track. Then till along with the horizontal track, सबका हो गया यहाँ तक? If the
So what's
engine exerts a force of 40,000 Newton, engine is exerting the force 40,000 Newton, and the track offers a frictional force of 5,000 Newton. Clear? यहाँ तक सबका हो गया? 5,000
Yes, sir.
Newton. ठीक. Next step. Now the remaining is calculate. Right? Calculate. First part is net accelerating
Hello, sir. Can you?
force.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, Asif, you said something?
Sir, what did you say after horizontal track? After your voice, I couldn't hear you.
If the engine exerts a force of 40,000 Newton and the track offers a friction force of 5,000 Newton.
पापा को फोन
Yes,
अभी
you
मिला
said something, Tejas?
nothing.
ठीक.
Sir, if
5,000.
an engine exerts 40,000
Yes,
Newton
yes,
and
Asif, repeat.
sir, what is it? If an engine exerts 40,000 Newton after that?
Friction force of 5,000 Newton.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah. Now the next,
It
after
was
that,
in
we write
Newton
calculate.
or
First
meter?
part is accelerating force. B part is, I think it's a net acceleration. The acceleration of the train. Would you like to solve, everyone? Like this is a doubt of Safiya, and
Yes, good.
if you would like to solve, please let me know. I will be giving you 2 minutes to solve it. At least try.
Sir, this is from chapter
Motion
9, right?
and laws of motion.
Motion and laws
Motion
of
laws.
motion. Yes.
Sir, if
Yes,
a
that's
track
fine.
offers friction force of how much Newton? Or
Asif, please write in the chat. Actually, your voice is lagging. Please write in the chat. track offers friction force of 5,000 Newton. 5,000 Newton.
Okay, sir.
Then उसके बाद है calculate first part net accelerating force, second part the acceleration of train. Right?
Okay, sir.
Please solve it. Two parts are there. Tejas, Astitra, Safiya, Ifra. Please solve the problem. I'm giving you 2 minutes. At least try. If not, I'll be giving you the book explanation.
Sir, we've
Please let me know in the chat, Ifra, for the first part and like the answers and the book.
I am also typing.
Okay, Ifra. ठीक है. It seems you have already done this question, Ifra.
yes, sir, we have done this in regular class as well.
This was in the
Regular class as well. The
yes, we
regular
have done
class.
this in the regular class. Yeah. Chalo, that's great. So how is the basically how is the test going on, Ifra, for you?
We are going good, sir.
चलो ठीक है. एग्जाम कब से है Ifra आपके?
सर मेरे अभी PD2 तो 2nd September से हैं, and then my half yearlies are from 26 September.
अच्छा जी, अभी पीरियोडिक है 2 सितंबर से, हाफ ईयरली 26 है.
Yes.
Sure.
Actually, I'm giving retest for PT2s because I
You
went
are giving?
India early. I'm actually giving retest for PT2,
Okay.
and then we will have half yearlies.
Ifra, your voice is lagging.
I'm actually giving retest for like
Okay.
PT2s, and then I'll have half yearlies.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure. So okay. So okay, Ifra gave me the answer. They just gave me the answer. Safiya, like okay, Safiya is also trying. Astrid to answer. Not sure. कोई बात. जो भी आपका calculation से answer आए, please let me know in the chat.
Sir, is the
Yes, Astrid, please. Tejas, you are saying something?
yes, sir. Is the answer correct?
No. Tejas, the answer is not correct.
Yes, sir.
Answer is not correct.
Okay. Sir, I given like the okay.
Please do the proper calculation. Answer
Okay,
is
sir.
not correct.
Sir, acceleration is 3.5 meter
Huh?
per second square, right? Acceleration 3.5 meter per second square.
Tejas, actually, I'm not able to hear you due to the output of this laptop is very low. So please
Okay,
let me know in the chat whatever you are saying. Okay, चलो कोई बात नहीं. Tejas, अस्तित्व, Safiya and Efra, no need to worry. I'm explaining it to you. Please look at this way. So question is saying that a train is basically going in this direction, right? With some acceleration because it's going further. So it means that there would be some acceleration and the basically in the back 5 wagons are connected like this. You must have seen that train is going, so bogies will be there, right? And each is basically 2000 kgs, right? So train is basically pulling the wagons with a force of 40,000 Newton. Okay, it means that it is going. Suppose I'm just assuming it's going in this direction. So if a body is going in this direction, what should be the direction of a frictional force? What should be the direction of a frictional force if the body is moving? Whether it should be in the same direction of the motion or it should be the opposite direction of the motion. Just tell me that. Oh, opposite. Say just please do not do this thing
Okay, sir. I was just changing this.
it's a little bit distracting. So I'm requesting you please do not do this. Yes, I'm asking like what will be the direction of this? Please let me know.
Sir,
Same
it will
direction
go
or
in the
opposite
same direction, sir.
Okay, they just said same direction. Safiya, Astitva, Ifra. Same or opposite?
Same direction.
Okay, Safiya said same. Astitva,
Sir, I think same.
Astitva, you're not sure you are saying something?
No, sir, I said same.
Same, Ashachi. Okay, Ifra?
Sir, I think it's same as well.
Same as well. Okay. If the body is moving in the direction like this, so the frictional force will be acting in the opposite direction. Frictional force is the force that resists the motion of a body. Here, whenever the frictional force is acting, it will be in the opposite direction. That's why frictional force we consider as a negative force, because it decreases the velocity acceleration of a body. Right? So sometimes friction is very good, but sometimes friction is not good. So we have done this thing, action, reaction. We walk, so body basically ground it pushes you in the forward direction because you are applying the force in this direction. The the reaction force is nothing but due to the frictional force, because basically your foot is basically producing some grip, yes or no, on the ground,
Sure.
right? So frictional force is in the forward, the opposite direction, that is of 5,000 Newton, right? So the net accelerate as the directions are opposite, so it means that the sign would get changed. So net force would be 40,000 minus 5,000
5,000
Newton.
newtons.
So it is coming out to be 35,000 Newton. So this is the net force that is basically accelerating the wagons and the train. Right, everyone?
Yes,
This
sir.
is the net force generated by the engine to pull the 5 wagons. Am I clear to all of you?
Yes,
Because
sir.
5,000 Newton
Yeah.
is just nothing but it's going to the waste. Because 5,000 Newton is the force that is basically saying that do not move in the forward direction. Just it is basically keeping it in the backward direction. Yes or no? So तुमको आपने देखा होगा ना that someone wants to try, but there is a person who is basically pulling like this. No, you cannot move. No, you cannot move. So the person is also exerting some force in the backward direction, and you want to move in the forward direction. So the net force will determine that whether you will be going in the forward direction or whether you will be going in the backward direction. If the frictional force is basically is greater in magnitude than the applied force, so there will be no motion, obviously, right? Here, Safiya, Astitva, Tejas, and Ifra, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
चलो ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
that force आपकी 35,000 Newton होगी. Okay, now please let me tell you the acceleration. So acceleration is produced by the net force, not the force that is only there, right? Okay. So net force is 35 Newton. This is the so only this force could produce the acceleration. Please keep this thing in mind. So acceleration is nothing but according to the second law of motion, F force is equals to ma, right? Now we have to calculate the mass. So mass is basically, देखो, mass of the engine is, what was the mass? 8,000 था शायद से.
Sir, 8,000
8,000,
kg.
yes. So mass of engine was 8,000 kgs, right? And the mass of wagon was 5,000, 2,000, 5,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000 into 5, because total mass we are देखो 5 wagons are there, so engine is carrying 5 wagons na, right? So that would be of total 10,000 kgs. So total mass would be, actually everyone, I'm really sorry for the bad handwriting, because this is notebook or whiteboard of the Zoom, so that is not providing that much grip and good writing. So total force would be, so total not force, that total mass. टोटल मास हो जाएगा आपका 18,000 kg. क्लियर हुआ सबको? ये बताओ यहाँ तक, किसी को कोई डाउट यहाँ तक? सत्या, अस्तित्व, तेजस and Ekta, do you have any doubt in it?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Are you sure, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir, got it.
चलो ठीक है, right? So total mass is of 18,000 kgs. So we have got the mass. We need to find the acceleration force. Total net force is given to you 35,000. So substitute the values in the numeric formula. Mass is 18,000 and into A. So A would be equals to 35,000 divided by the 18,000 meter per second square. So there were 35. This will cancel this. So it is coming out to be 1.94 meter per second square. So this is the answer. Please let me know, Sophia, Astitva, Tejas, and Ikra. Is this clear to you, Batu?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt too far to anyone?
No, sir, no doubt.
Sophia, now you can got it, Piche?
Yes, sir.
Because you are making a mistake. I like more like Tejas also made the same mistake, that you are considering that the frictional force is acting in the same direction. That is not the case. Whenever the frictional force word is used, it means that it will be in the opposite direction. If the motion in this direction, so frictional force will be in the opposite direction. Because frictional force is a natural force, you can say, it does not allow it basically it resists the motion. Similar to the inertia, it resists the motion. Properties are same, the quantities are different. Inertia is related to mass, frictional force is a force, right? There everyone.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
one more
sir.
thing, frictional force is
Yes.
related to inertia. It means that higher the inertia, higher will be the frictional force provided by the body. So it depends on the ground as well. So if the ground is very smooth, so frictional force would be less. The ground is rough, just like that. If suppose that tiles are there on the floor, so tiles are. If you basically spill some water on the tiles, now they would be very slippery, right? Tiles would be very slippery, or the marbles. Okay, so they will that due to that the frictional force will become less. The friction between the foot and the ground would be less if the tiles are there with some water, right? And suppose that mud, is it possible to basically run in a mud, you can say area, muddy area?
No, sir.
That
No,
is
sir.
basically, that is very difficult to run in the muddy area, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's why muddy area will provide very high amount of clear.
Yes,
Please
sir.
let me know everyone, is this clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts?
Yes.
Sir,
No,
no
sir.
doubts.
No, sir.
Saying
No,
something,
sir.
Astitva?
Sir, I said no, sir. No doubts.
Astitva, your voice is lagging. Could you please let me know in the chat? I know this is like a little bit hectic, cumbersome for you, so I'm really sorry for that. Aditi, is there anyone up like Astitva said no doubt? Is there anyone who is having doubt? Please let me know in the chat. Write it in the chat. Do you have any doubt so far? No doubt by the Astitva, okay? Safia, Ifra, and Tejas. Okay, Ifra, Tejas, and Safia. Sure. Okay. So can I erase this thing, everyone? Okay, Tejas. Can I erase this? Have you written it down in the notebooks?
Yes, sir.
Tejas, please stop moving cursor.
Sir, sir.
Distracting others. Sure. Okay.
Done.
Now tell me, do you have any topic in which you are not sure or any question? We can solve it. Similar that like the way that Sophia has shared the question. Do you have any doubts so far?
Yes, sir.
I've seen one thing. I think so. Like most of the students have given the force and laws of motion chapter test, revision test. I think so.
Sir, mine is today after the class.
Farhan, I think so. So there was a question, and this is the thing that we've already discussed in detail in the Newton third law of motion, that action and reaction acts on different bodies in opposite direction. But majority of the students have written that they are acting on the same body in the same direction. This is like that is basically violating the third law of motion now, because action and reaction cannot be on the same body and in the same direction. They all are opposite and on a different body, right? So this is a very important thing, everyone. Please and please keep this thing in mind. It's the actual statement of the third law. Am I clear to all of you? Any doubts so far? Anyone? So there you go. Let me explain it. So I have force all test. Okay, Tejas, best of luck for the test. Tejas, you have to work hard. Like your mind is good, you are a very brilliant student, but in the exams, I don't know what suddenly happens to you. You became a little bit distracting and you made very silly mistakes. And I've seen this
Yes.
thing a lot. So please do the revision properly, Tejas. I know you are good in like remembering the thing, memorizing, but you have to understand the concept properly, else you will not be able to solve the question in the whole manner, right? You will get stuck in any of these steps. So it's very important to revise and thoroughly go through the concepts, right? And it's a request to all of you, please, whenever you do the revision, go through the notes in a very detailed manner. Do not skip it or skim it. Clear? Asitva, Safiya, and Tejas and Ifra.
Yes, sir. Please.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Because these tests are completely based on the patterns that CBSE or your schools will be following. So please take these tests seriously. Okay, these tests will help you a lot, because if you have given, suppose that 5 tests, so 20 questions were there. So 20 into 5 tests will be 100 questions only for the MCQ. So that is a very big number. 100 questions. You have basically solved the 100 number of questions for a single topic, right? So that's a very big number. Please do the revision properly and give the test in a very serious, right? So now let's discuss one thing. I was telling you, this is the body, right? So weight will be acting in the downwards direction. Suppose this is the mass. So weight is basically nothing but mg. Weight will be acting in the downwards direction because the gravity of Earth basically acts in the downwards direction towards the radius of the Earth, center of the Earth, right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the floor. Suppose this is the floor, right? So this is the floor, and so if the force is acting here, so there would be some reaction force given by the ground as well,
Yes, sir. It will be.
right? So there would be some force. So that force will be called as either normal force or reaction force. Reaction force. So normal force and the reaction force. So these are the two name of these two forces, right? So as you can see this thing, everyone, that the force is acting in the downward direction. So reaction force would be action is there. So this is the action. So where will be the reaction? In the opposite direction. The body is making the action on the ground. My body exerting force ground to the rain. Body is exerting the force on the ground. Yes or no, everyone? And this ground will exert the same amount of force in the opposite direction on the body of mass m. Now tell me whether these are same body or different bodies. Bolo? Are these same bodies or different bodies?
Sir, can you repeat again?
Yes, they just okay. Let me know in the chat. Same body or different body. Write this keyword same body or different body in the chat. Okay, Astitva. Tejas, Ifra and Safiya. Same body by Tejas. Okay. Safiya and Ifra. Different body. Safiya, what do you say?
Sir, can you repeat again?
Yes, sir, Safiya, you were saying something?
I cannot hear you. Can you repeat it again?
I'm saying that whether the action and reactions acting on the same body or different body.
The same body but different.
Let me know in the chat, okay?
Here is my answer.
No answer. Ajay, Tejas, how did you say that bodies, action and reaction are on the same body? I've just told you in the statement that action and reaction bodies work on action and reaction forces work on different bodies. Action force is exerted on the ground by the body. Reaction force is the same amount of force exerted by the ground on the body. So, two different bodies are there in the scenario. Suppose it possible, Vijay.
Say it would be different.
Okay? So please keep this in mind that the action and reaction forces works on different bodies in the opposite direction. Opposite word is important and the different bodies. Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, sir, got it.
Yes, sir.
Does anybody have any doubt so far? Please let me.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sure,
No,
and
sir.
no? Sure, that's okay. So this is a very important thing. This is a misconception that the action reaction works on the same body. No, action reaction works on the different bodies in the opposite direction. Okay, sorry, that's great. Ajay, one more thing I have. Ajay, what is the conservation? Like I just asked you into conservation of food. Okay, कोई बात नहीं. So you don't have like and none of you have the conservation of momentum topic, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, कोई बात नहीं. So okay, let me ask one question. Suppose a scooter is moving, right? Suppose scooter or this is handle. Scooter is going like this. Sorry for the bad handwriting. Oh, sorry, drawing. We give it some acceleration,
Okay, sir.
right? So this is the acceleration. So now tell me, okay, so suddenly the biker stop the scooter. So when will be the so this is the acceleration. So no, sorry, not acceleration, velocity, the uniform velocity. एक question देखो. Is it accelerating on uniform motion? Is it accelerated motion or uniform velocity motion?
Sir, uniform.
Chat. They just chat in the chat. Accelerated motion or uniform velocity? Satya, Ifra, and they just. ठीक है सर. Tejas, Satya, Ifra. Which of the following motion is depicted by this graph? Okay, Satya. Ifra and Tejas. So what uniform? School uniform.
No, sir. Uniform axle.
Uniform acceleration or uniform velocity? I am saying that Ifra, which of the following motion is depicted by this graph? Uniformly accelerated motion or uniform velocity motion? Clear, Ifra? Now,
Yes, sir.
please let me know the answer.
Yes, sir. So your voice is not that clear.
Yes, Ifra?
Sir, he's saying that your voice is not clear.
Tejas, I'm not able to hear you. Please let me know.
Sir, he's saying that your voice is not clear.
Yes, Tejas? Okay, Ifra. Okay, so okay, Asper. Okay. ठीक. I'm explaining. Okay. So, देखो, the graph is given to you. So the slope, the line is inclined with some angle. Yes, I got the word stated. So the slope is inclined with the time axis. It means that the line is straight and it is basically increasing, right? So it means that this is a uniformly accelerated motion. Tejas, you made the same mistake. How is it possible, Tejas? Uniform velocity. Velocity is changing at every point. Velocity is changing. देखो, every point velocity is changing. Yes or no? This is T1, this is T2, this is T3, this is T4. This is V1, this is V2, this is V3, and this is V4. At every point, velocity is not same. It keeps changing. That's why it is called uniformly accelerated. Here,
Okay, sir. Clear, sir.
okay? So please keep this thing in mind. Do not get confused. Achha, one more thing. I think Sapya also gave the same answer. Please, is this clear to you, Sapya?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For the uniform velocity, the graph would be this. The graph will be parallel to the time axis because at every point velocity is same. It is not changing at all. Is it changing? Suppose this is 20 meter per. Is it changing at 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, or 40 seconds? बोलो change हो रहा है?
No, sir.
No, na. So that's why it is
No,
not
sir.
changing at all. Is this clear to all of you? Please let me.
Yes, sir.
Does anyone have any doubt so far?
No, sir.
चलो ठीक. Okay. अच्छा, one more thing. Is it a graph of uniformly accelerated motion? Yes or no? Just say yes or no in the chat. Is it a graph? Is this a graph of a uniformly accelerated motion? Say yes or no in the chat. Tejas saying the revision test for forces laws of motion with there will be you can say the choices, internal choices will be given in the question. So if you do not know the conservation of momentum, you can do the another question. Questions will be
Okay,
there.
sir. Okay, sir.
So questions will be there for the student, those who are having the conservation of momentum. So for that reason, they have given the internal choices in it. Only if it was said no. What about the rest of you, Satya, Tejas, and Ifra? Please let me know. Is this a graph of a uniformly accelerated motion? Okay, Satya said yes. Okay. Astif and Tejas, sorry, Tejas and Ifra. Okay.
Given that.
Okay, Tejas, you got the okay. Ifra, you are only left. Say yes or no. No answer, well. चलो कोई बात नहीं, let me explain. So question I did ask, but Ifra is not there. I did say that this is S, this is T, and it is a curve. So in the question, in the equation of motion, half 80 square is there. So these zero. Time is changing. So and suppose that initial velocity is zero. Okay, for that, इस देखो यहाँ से start हो रहा है initial यहाँ से zero से, so initial velocity is zero. So what is left? X is equals to half 80 square. In this case, what is changing, everyone? Acceleration is uniform because we are saying that uniformly accelerated motion. It means that acceleration is constant. Only thing that is changing is time. So distance is directly proportional to the square of the time. And the graph of a parabola, the square will be like this. It is the positive side, it is on the positive side, so that's why it is a graph. The graph will be like this. Clear as that for Tejas? So this is the uniformly accelerated motion. Yes, Asitwa?
Yes, sir.
No, I'm not able to hear you, Asitwa. Please let me know in the chat. I'm not able to hear you, sorry.
Sir, can I leave? It's time for my test.
What happened, Astifah? Okay. Okay, Tejas, you can. Like, it's almost the end of the class.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Because we could continue the same, whatever you are asking right now, because I can understand that the typing is a very irritating process.